Hey everybody, it's Kyle. Oh, I'm on this shot program where I go and get allergy shots every week. It'll be for a few months and then it'll switch to every couple weeks, then, maybe once a month. But supposedly it's going to get rid of allergies. So, my buddy Pee has been doing it for a year and a half or so, and he doesn't really get allergy issues anymore. So it's worth a try. So that's what I'm doing, sitting in my car waiting. So I figured I'll go ahead and record. I didn't bring a microphone or anything, but probably sounds pretty good because I'm just sitting in the car. You might hear the engine kick on and off, but other than that, it shouldn't have too much noise. Oh, what is going on that's good for me right now? There are a few things going on I'll tell you more about later, hopefully, but we'll see what happens. This is a thing I've been working on for a long time. I keep telling you guys, I'll tell you once it happens. I don't want to talk about it until then. This is that thing. Other than that, just watching these kids be so busy. I've been working with Chris on his driving. He's doing really good. He drove a long time yesterday, over an hour, drove in the dark, all that stuff, and in pretty heavy traffic on some highways. So he's doing really good. We got to just work on parallel parking, and I think he's going to be set to go. He's going to get the sweet little Optima hybrid, my car. And then we're going to purchase a used car from basically what we're going to do for him, So instead of buying him kind of not really a clunker, but an older model and all that, he'll get a 2013 model, which that's about 10 years old. But it's a hybrid, so gas mileage will be good. It's a good little car. I just had a tune-up on it. Kind of needs an alignment or something. I think the bearings might be having an issue because the steering wheel is a little wiggly, but, we'll get that done if we have to. But, and then I'll pick something out. I've been looking at a couple different things. The Hyundai RG350. I don't know if you guys remember those. That's before Hyundai started their own, higher end car company like Acura or like Lexus, that kind of thing. They had something too, kind of like the Toyota Avalon, right? Toyota Avalon was supposed to be a Lexus, but they ended up making it the highest end Toyota. Well, that's what this is, but to Hyundai. And then they went on and made, I cannot remember, Genesis. That's what it is. They made the Genesis vehicles, which are higher end. So, but anyway, that's kind of a cool car. I kind of like that. By today's standards, it's a land yacht. It's a pretty big car, but it's cool. It's a cool car. We test drove one and I loved it. My wife wasn't that crazy about it, but it's a pretty cool car. Or I'm kind of looking at those older Jettas, the Wolfsburg edition ones. They're really cool too. And little stick shift one of those would be kind of fun to drive. I've driven one before and it was awesome. So maybe something like that. We'll see. I don't know. But it's good to see him driving. It's good to see him doing good and building that confidence up. I just keep telling him, hey, dude, it takes time to be comfortable with driving, man. You're going to be nervous for quite a while, and then you'll settle back and ease into it a little bit. And then Audrey, just watching Audrey, she is so busy. When she was a baby and we brought her home and Chris couldn't say the full word baby, so he just called her B. So I've been calling her Busy Bee. I don't know if you guys have ever seen Best in Show. Very funny movie, mockumentary about dog shows. But there's a whole sequence in there about Busy Bee. You just kind of have to see it. But that's what I've been calling her because she is swamped. Give you an idea, yesterday was Monday. So she, right after school, had swim practice for a couple hours. And Chris and I, he drove down, we picked her up. took her straight over. They have a pasta party, like a dinner thing for the swim team the day before the swim meet, which is today. So she went to that for a little while, went back, picked her up, took her to a volleyball scrimmage. She was there till 9 p.m. So she's busy, man. Tonight, she has a swim meet right after school. We'll go to that. When she leaves, we're driving straight from there over to volleyball practice. Kid is just busy. Busy bee, right? So it's fun to watch her because she just loves to compete and she loves what she's doing. She is getting a little tired here and there. And I told her it's going to take a few weeks to get used to the schedule, but she's pushing through it, man. You know, she's something else, that kid. I'm telling you, her and her brother both are something else. They really are a pleasure. It's a pleasure to be their father. It's an honor. So really cool to watch those two. But that's what's good that's going on in my life right now. Getting ready for the holidays, all that jazz. Picked up some nice gifts for the wife the other day that'll be awesome for her. You know, I really am having a tough time figuring out what I want exactly. I've found a few things for myself that I've caught on sale and stuff, and just told April, hey, you can give these to me as a Christmas gift. You know, I found a tequila. There's a T-shirt called Tequila Geeks. You can get it through the tequila. Oh, what is that? I cannot remember the name of the website. It's a tequila taster website and an app. Tequila Matchmaker, that's what it is. But they have never had them in stock, but they had them in stock finally. It's been over a year. And so got one of those ordered. So there's one thing. A Tribe Called Quest album, Midnight Marauders. Not their most popular album, but a great album nonetheless. Picked that sucker up for $16 online. So that's on its way. You know, just things like that. Little odds and ends. And so everybody's getting kind of excited and pumped up for Christmas. All right. Well, I'm going to take a quick break, everybody. I'll come back after that. We'll talk a little bit about what I'm into right now. Let me throw it over to Kyle. Hey, Kyle. All right. And we're back. What am I into right now? Let's see. As far as music. Well, you know, I did just listen to the Midnight Marauders, Tribe Called Quest album, Midnight Marauders. Just listen to that all the way through. Glad I made that purchase. That's a good one. So excited about that. And you know, I've been listening to the albums that I got on Record Store Day that you guys heard about in that special report. I like them. I like every single one I've got. I want to play that EPMD one a little bit more, but I do dig it. And yeah, Soul Coughing is amazing. The Bobby Digital albums are great. The funny thing is, the Bobby Digital EP, the one that came out on Record Store Day, I noticed it had a download card inside of it. I went to go download it, the files that day, and it said that they weren't up there, and to let the people know they weren't up there, and blah, blah, blah. So I need to go back and check again and see if they're up there now so I can download those. I like to get those files if I can. Just because I put them on here, you know, in RAW format or, FLAC. I put them on here in FLAC format, and I also put them on our Plex server at home, so I can listen to them remotely. But other than that, as far as new music, there's not a ton, really, that I've been listening to lately, too interested in. I did kind of listen to some Metallica again. PP and I were talking about it. Some of the songs from, you know, Master of Puppets and even Ride the Lightning. And went back and listened to both those albums all the way through. I like those too. I wouldn't mind getting a couple of those around Christmas time. I dig them. Of course, that's not going to be something I'm going to blast in the kitchen while I'm cooking, probably. We kind of reserve that for dance around music. You know what I'm saying? All right, what am I watching? You know, I mean, now that Andor is over with, it's kind of hard to find something that I'm interested in watching. We have been continuing to watch Ghosts. We really like that series. It's fun. If you've not seen it, I suggest you give it a try. It's a lot of fun. And we're watching old Seinfeld episodes. We're going through all the Seinfeld episodes and kind of watching those. And, yeah, enjoying those again, man. They're so much fun. What a great show that was. I recognize so many things in it, though, that are totally incorrect in today's day and age. You couldn't say some of the stuff, and you couldn't make some of the jokes they were making at that time now. That's for sure. It's pretty wild to watch that and realize, oh, yeah, I was around when this was considered funny, but it's not considered funny anymore. Strange world. I've been watching The Killing Fields, the Texas documentary about Texas called The Killing Fields that's on Netflix. I dig that. I like those, I like those crime drama documentary things, man. So that's what that is. I've been kind of watching that one. What else? I'm trying to think. Gosh. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm having a tough time of thinking of anything else that I'm really into watching right now. I watch so much YouTube, guys. I mean, I really can't even express to you how much YouTube I watch. I watch it pretty much all the time. And I have my favorite, YouTubers on there to watch that I dig. And yeah, I've talked about several of them before. But I have gotten into using Luma Fusion on the Android, which has only been an iOS app up till now, and in a Mac desktop app. But yeah, it's cool, man. As a matter of fact, I'll put a link to it, but I put up, I kind of re-edited and put up the Spotify year in review deal about the podcast. Put that up. So go take a look at that, and you'll see some of the comments with the blue arrow pointing in different directions. Those are comments I'm making. Some of the stuff that's in that year in review, it's crazy. It's hard to believe those numbers are real, but pretty awesome. But yeah, I've been playing with that a little bit. So I really I've been watching a lot of videos about that and kind of boring stuff that would be boring for most people, right? What I've been reading, not a lot. I do have some comics I've been reading, through the Comixology app. Amazon kind of screwed that up when they took that over, man, because you can't buy the books within the app anymore. You have to go to Comixology section on Amazon Kindle and buy them on there. And that just, I don't know. That's dumb, man. I don't know why they messed with it. It was a good thing the way it was. Whatever. It is what it is. I still love Comixology and reading comics digitally. Let's see. What do I do after that? Gaming. Nothing really new on the gaming front. I did get a deal on Black Friday. I got Witcher 3 for like $10. And then I got the 2 Left 4 Dead games, 1 and 2. They're still pretty fun. I love them. I never really played them all the way through, so it'll be fun to play them. I had them on Xbox 360, I think. But those things were like 75 cents each on Black Friday. So I bought both of those, and I figured I'll play through them and have fun with them. Not really playing a whole lot of games on there, man. I'm more jacking around with it connected as a computer and using it as a desktop computer when it's docked. That's cool as hell to me. And that's the kind of stuff I dig when it comes to technology. Podcasts. Nothing really new there either. I mean, I just finished a few of them. One of them was about, I think I've talked about it in here before, but it's about a Japanese murder case that happened back in the 80s. Let me see if I can find what it's called. Faceless. It's called Faceless. But it was really good, man. I really thought it was a pretty amazing podcast, and I definitely dug it. Check that one out if you get a chance. That's a pretty wild story. And then the other one I've been listening to is Culpable. I really like that one too, about this guy that it was reported he committed suicide, but it seems like something shifty happened. I don't think he committed suicide either, just by listening to the story. I'm not even taking into account necessarily the opinions of his friends and family. I'm just kind of listening to the, the story throughout, and it doesn't seem like it. Seems like there's something wicked going on in the background. And then, I finished La Monstra too. Dude, that one was really good. If you like true crime podcasts, all three of those are solid. Go listen to them. And that's about it, guys. Not much else going on. Just about it. Kind of a short episode this week. I'll get back to you guys with another one next week. Maybe some more information. Some new things to talk about. But check out the notes here on this episode, and I'll have a few links in there. Of course, I always have the photos link so you can see pictures of us doing stuff in other pictures, things like that. And then I'll have some links in here about some of the stuff I talked about as well. Thanks for listening, guys. I really do appreciate you. I'll catch up with you next week. Oh, and there's leaves all over my lawn, so I had to mow over them the other day. So get off my lawn.